Good morning, beautiful people.
Good morning, everyone. Greetings from the Czech Republic.
It's a beautiful day in Brno and we've got a ton of fun things to do today. But first, I think we need to go and
get some breakfast.
Apparently, Saturdays and Sundays, lots of restaurants are actually closed for both of those days, not only just Sundays. So the original place we wanted to go to is unfortunately not open, but we found a different place which we're going to try to visit now. And, well, they should have coffee, so what could go wrong?
It's never a bad thing.
So we finally made our way to a little cafe here in, well, close to the town square in Brno, and got ourselves some coffees. And we also have some food on the way. The cafe's name is Podnik. I think it's like a cafe and a bar in the evening. The food just came and it looks amazing.
It looks phenomenal. We've got some pancakes with some, I think that's supposed to be berry ice cream, and a little cinnamon roll.
Sorbet, by the way.
Sorbet with the cinnamon roll. And then, of course, Jannie's got the avocado on toast with egg and bacon.
Mm-hmm. Looks great.
You shouldn't smile like that.
Why not? It's my face. Anyway, so that was really good. That was amazing.
Yeah, I'm happy we managed to squeeze in brunch.
Yeah, again, the original place that we wanted to go to, they were unfortunately closed. Oh, bollocks.
That's a raindrop.
Oh, bollocks, that's rain.
It's supposed to rain later, not now. But
It's apparently coming down now. So the original place was unfortunately closed for Saturday. As I said, some of the restaurants here do that. So we went hunting and we found that place, which was really good.
It was a really good replacement.
But seeing that I don't have like a completely weatherproof body, I think we need to find some cover. This rain is going to kill my camera and everything along with it. Look at all that tomato.
I'm gonna get some strawberries. Yes.
So the rain has let up for a little bit and we got some strawberries as a little bit of a snack.
They look absolutely amazing. Apparently that's the thing to do here when you come to the market. Most of the stores here are selling green beans, strawberries and cherries.
The Czech Republic thus far is pretty awesome because even on a Saturday it's really quiet. And I mean, I really do understand the irony of a tourist wanting it to be quiet, but at the same time, it is just really cool if you go to a place that looks this awesome and is this relatively quiet. I love it.
Appreciate it more.
Yeah, you feel less rushed.
Yeah, exactly. It's wonderful.
This is another square here, where we've got the astronomical clock. That does not look phallic at all, luckily. But yeah, that's the astronomical clock. It's kind of awesome. We were a bit too late for it today, but apparently every day at 11 a.m. There's a glass marble that comes out of one of the holes that you can see around the clock here. And whoever catches it manages to keep it as a souvenir.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah. Scary thing though, it took them 3 years to construct this little clock and at a cost of about 12 million Czech krona. So yeah, that's pretty expensive. Very sad I didn't get a marble though. So we made it to our next destination. Right behind us here is the Church of St James.
Actually, a few months ago, when we were looking at visiting places around this region, we discovered Brno, which is the second largest city in the Czech Republic. and houses the second largest ossuary in Europe.
Ossuary is basically a place for lots of dead people.
It's basically after the Catacombs of Paris, this is the next place to see.
Morbid, but also really cool.
Very interesting.
It's a bit weird. It kind of feels like I'm inside of a game. I mean, we play a fair amount of computer games, or used to, still do, and it kind of just looks like back-tiling for a computer game, but it's real.
And to add to the atmosphere, they have music composed by a Czech music composer. We'll put the name of the dude on the video. So they have this beautiful ethereal piano and I think it's violin music that has been composed specifically for the various ossuary rooms.
The ossuary itself was constructed in the 1600s, I believe, 1650.
So in the 13th century, the Church of St James was established, and obviously back then they would use the churchyard to bury all the bodies of the citizens of the city. But as the city grew, they actually ran out of space. So what they did was they would focus on specific graves, open them up after a period, I think it's 10 to 12 years, remove the remains and then place the new bodies, and the remains would get put into the catacombs here. Unfortunately, they kept filling up, especially with the spread of cholera and plague, so they had to keep opening rooms, hence leading to over 50,000 bodies being buried underneath the Church of St James.
I must admit though, it's incredibly tactfully done because they've got music specifically composed for this ossuary, and on top of that they've got beautiful pieces of artwork, very raw pieces of art that they use in the catacombs here in the ossuary. So it really gives a surreal feeling to the entire experience.
I don't know if you can see that. That is not the beautiful blue sunny day we left behind when we went inside. That is rain. Hey!
It pretty much mimics the mood that we had inside. I mean, it is such a surreal experience in there. It is just, I can't even describe it.
So it's not a big space. There are only a couple of chambers and a small little walkway, but it's still really amazing. So we're actually in luck. I found a Czech restaurant last night, which is about 100 meters away from where we are. So we're going to try and brave the rain. It looks like it's dipping down a little bit, so I'm going to use this opportunity to get to the restaurant and grab some lunch.
So yeah, we've got some delicious bacon, we've got potato chunks in here, we've got a poached egg, but more importantly, a little bit of dill, and let's see how it tastes. It is a lot sweeter than I thought. It almost has like, this sounds weird, but like an apple crumble taste to it.
We got ourselves some baked sausages in what appears to be a pepper sauce, and a side dish of mashed potatoes. That is so good.
Alright, let's take a look here. Oh my goodness, Jeanette missed like the best part. There's tons of tomatoes in here as well.
No, leave my tomatoes.
Let's try it with a little bit of mashed potato. Oh yeah, that's amazing. It is very much like, it is definitely not a chorizo, but it's got the same spiciness as a chorizo. And then they obviously bake it in this beer tomato sauce with onions and some extra chili peppers on the top. Really, really good. The mashed potatoes is just creamy and smooth and just sublime. Love it. Perfect. Oh my goodness, what a treat. Again, Brno, if you want to stop somewhere, stop at Stopgova. Good food. So now that my hunger's been killed, we can start focusing on the next thing to do for today.
Just grab a coffee, of course. You've got coffee.
And now that we're all caffeined up, by the way, awesome looking little shop that.
The rain has kind of gone away.
For now.
For now. So we're going to see if we can go climb the hill. By the way, excuse my voice, I'm a bit sick.
Just a little bit.
I'm getting over it. So we got to the top of the hill. We're almost at the SPILBERK castle, but we found a friend. There are dogs everywhere, it's wonderful. Anyways, let's go check it out.
So SPILBERK Castle is probably the most famous castle here in Brno. It is a bit late, it's almost 5 o'clock, and there is a storm rolling in. We're going to see if we can get inside and show you some of the interior.
And finally, we're here at the castle.
They are doing a little bit of renovations here, I see, so don't be too put off by the construction behind us. They need to make it look pretty. The music and everything here in Czech Republic, and especially the castle, really makes me think of The Witcher. Like, if you haven't played any of the Witcher games, just play all of them. It's worth it.
So it appears we really stumbled on a really fun festival. Everyone's dressed up in proper medieval attire. I don't know if there were ponies that walk past, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we always seem to get these festivals at the wrong time, and that we find out about them too late, and I would have really liked to go. Oh well.
Yep. So this specific concert, it's like a museum night apparently. It's getting started a little bit later, and then they'll open up the entire castle to the public and everything. But unfortunately that's going to be a little bit too late for us. We've got some goodies that we need to get done. And
I'm sick. I need to get back into the warmth.
Yeah. But I think that if you had the time, it would have been really cool. They've got an outside stage area where they're going to be playing some music, and lots of different stands selling food and drink and curios and stuff. Looks really cool. Well, that was awesome.
I'm really happy we came. We're kind of sad we couldn't go into the castle itself, but we did get to walk around the whole main square inside behind the walls, which is pretty great. You can pay to explore the towers, which would have been fun, but because of the festival and our poor timing, that's not happening today. But there are more castles to conquer.
Yep, there's definitely more to see in Brno, but unfortunately we just don't have the time. We booked a too short a stay here, but I mean, we are going to Prague next, so tomorrow morning we'll be leaving for Prague, which is going to be awesome, I'm sure.
And we'll be there for a little bit longer than 2 nights, so
yeah. Hopefully we can do more there.
Hopefully.
But now we're going to head back to our Airbnb. Sad days. Jannie failed at the public transportation system, and now we need to walk something like 2 kilometers, 2.4 kilometers back to our Airbnb. So after too much walking, we made it back to our Airbnb. It was an awesome day. Brno is definitely one of those places that I don't think that we spent enough time in.
Yeah.
We only really got like one full day where we went around to check out the city, and it has been awesome.
Yeah.
The little bit of it that we've seen. The food here is magnificent, and the prices are relatively on par with Cape Town.
So our plans now is that tomorrow around midday we're going to get on a train and take a couple hours to get to Prague, where we'll stay at a nice hotel for 5 nights, and then we're going to get on a bus and head to Poland for a little bit. Thank you for coming with us along our trip through Brno. It was fun.
Stay awesome.
And we'll see you next time.